Having beaten Real Madrid and Bayern Munich at home in Europe already this season, can we add Manchester United to the list? Probably not. Hello there everybody, Merhaba arkadaşlar. Welcome back to the channel. Tekrar hoş geldiniz. Dodgy Gamer here with another episode of Breaking the Big Three, and a big one today. We are in the first knockout round of the Champions League for the first time ever. And we couldn't really have a bigger game than this. It's Manchester United. They're here in Ankara, so let's show them. Kırmızı Kara, Bursa Ankara. And here's how we're lining up for today's game. It's our 4-4-2 formation, set up a bit more on the counter-attack. There's one thing I can't decide on though. Holtman, he is our best player by far, but as you see here, he's carrying a knock. He pulled a groin in the last game. He's actually a couple of days away from fitness. Do I play him or not? Oh, I honestly do not know. The other option we have here is the youngster, Mehmet Erdogan. I think I'm going to go with Mehmet because, yeah, Holtman's still 2 days off full fitness. I'm going to leave him on the bench. We'll have him as a super sub, but I just don't want to risk him. It's a pulled groin. I don't want to risk him getting a groin tear or something like that that's going to keep him out for much longer when we've got a league championship to chase. I might live to regret this, but that's what I'm going with. Anyway, rest of the team. We've got Utku in goal. Claro, going for the experience of Claro, partnered with Ozan at the back. Özgür and our new boy Nurio in the full-back positions. Evren and Mehmet on the wings. Waco, the young Japanese kid, and Samed Kilic in the middle of the park. And we're going with two up top, Fatih Aktay and Gustafsson. None of my strikers have been in great form recently, so we'll be hoping that one of them will work somehow. And we see Manchester United lining up with a 4-2-3-1, so quite attack-minded. And we see we've still got some well-known names here. David De Gea still there. We've got Dyer and Bailey in defence. Pogba's there, Mata, and Dybala 2 years ago. Oh, Lukaku's out on the wing, but Dybala 2 years ago when we played United in the group stages of the Champions League, he slaughtered us, particularly at Old Trafford, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Anyway, I'm going to tell the team we got nothing to lose, and that worked for the goalkeeper. Alright, so I'm just going to tell everybody else that I got faith in you. They all seem motivated or happy enough. Left Murat Soylu out. Why is that? Where is the option that says because he is goddamn awful, and I told him he was goddamn awful, and he told me where to stick it, so he's out of the team completely. He's just being rested. Okay then, let's get out there. We kick off then. This is the kind of game where it's really disappointing that we're stuck in this stadium with 15,000 people. It's still there in the club information screen that there's planning permission for a new stadium, but we haven't seen it yet. Where is the new stadium? I've got no idea when it's coming. There's no date given. Yeah, we've reached a point now. I think it's that man, isn't it? It's Dybala. But we've reached a point where we could fill 30,000 stadium, I think, especially for our big games. Maybe not against the smaller teams in the league, but certainly against the big Turkish teams and the European matches, we could easily fill that much. So, yeah, hopefully we can sort that out sometime in the near future. But nothing much happening in this game. We are not producing the same swagger and swerve that we did against Madrid and Bayern Munich, but there's still time. There's still time. So Samed knocks it out to Mehmet, plays it through to Gustafsson, into Fatih Aktay, and he heads it over the bar. As the commentary down there said, that should have been a goal. This is the first time we've looked like losing since Real Madrid in our last Champions League match. I definitely agree with my assistant manager there that we've got to tell them that was disappointing. So most of them now look fired up. Let's send them back out. And it's been a bit of a rubbish game, really. I mean, United have only mustered 5 shots on goal. We've only mustered 3 shots, none on target. Okay, we got 1 on target. Fantastic. Wasn't a highlight, but that's something. So we got the free kick. Evren's picked up the ball, knocks it inside to Waco, into Samed Kilic. Evren's got it now, but he's dispossessed far too easily by Pogba, and United are on the break. What's going to happen here? Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Dearie me. Poor, poor defending, and then Mata gets the simplest of tap-ins. So, yeah, Dybala picks up the ball. The defender did nothing, and who was that? Ozan. Ozan with the mistake. That's not good at all. It looks like the Champions League dream is not going to last much longer, and Nurio's given away a penalty. Genclerbirligi. Oh well, Mata's going to take this, and he scored. Okay, this is turning into a bit of an embarrassing night. Let's got to go for damage limitation now, I think. Let's have a look at the tactics, see what we can do. I think we're going to switch to defensive. Just going to put the wingers on to support, put the fullbacks on to defend. We'll make him a defensive fullback, seeing as that's his favourite position. And I'm going to look at maybe adding another man to the midfield. I don't have any real attacking midfield options. What I'm going to do then, take off Gustafsson. He has been poor lately. And we're just going to go with something like that. Haven't tried this formation before, but first time for everything. And Evren is just going to be an advanced playmaker. I'll put him on attack, because otherwise we're just not going to create anything, are we? Alright then, let's see what happens out of that. We're playing for pride. Playing for pride, so come on. Okay, here we go. We've got a break. Fatih Aktai's picked it up. He's got men coming forward. Evren now knocks one into Fatih Turk, and he's scored a wonder goal. Oh, fantastic stuff. That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for. Ooh. So let's have a look at that. It's a quick break. Fatih Aktai, Evren, Fatih Turk continues the run. Beautiful ball there. And then it bounces off De Gea's shins by the looks of it and goes into the goal. Okay, so we got another attack here, but Evren misplaces the ball. I hope we're not going to concede now. Come on, get it off him, get him off him. Oh, is that Coleman? Coleman, yes. I want to call him Coleman, as in the barbarian. He just sliced through our defence there. Oh, he's a useful looking player. I'll have to check him out for later on. And Nurio's had a nightmare. He's been booked, he's given away a penalty, and he just let Leon Bailey score a very easy goal. I think he's on a 5. Oh my god, get him off. Oh, right then. We can't let them score 5. Come on, we've got to tighten up. Okay, United coming forward again. Quite a high ball. But now we're on the break once more. Ozgur's got it. What's he going to do with it? Plays it into Waco. Get it out to Fatih on the wing. Good stuff. Evren in the middle. Samed's got it now. Fatih Aktai. This is good stuff. Where was this for the previous 88 minutes? Alright, Yusuf. We switched out to the left wing now. And Samed knocks one in. Fatih with the header. Should have started with Fatih, I think. Okay, it's a goal kick to United. We're deep into stoppage time now. Hopefully this isn't going to be a 5th United goal. Good, we've won the ball. Let's salvage a bit more pride here. Evren's got it. He's been useful in this attacking midfield position. Bit of a wayward pass. Fatih probably should have just let that go, because now he's lost the ball and United are streaming forward. Luckily, Coleman just shot over the bar. I was going to say that's probably going to be it, but no, there's just enough time for Samed Kilic to get sent off. Yes. That's it, Samed. Just, you know, to put the fly on top of this pile of turd this match has been. We get a sending off. Alright, let's pull Evren back then. Don't know why I just did that. with Waco. Pull Everin back. It's going to have to do. Okay then. Well, we had another European night with a 4-1 result. Unfortunately, this time we were on the wrong end of it. I'm wondering now if I'm going to bother showing the Old Trafford leg at all. Okay, yes, the performance was very disappointing. Oh, at least they seemed fired up at the end of it. Eesh. Alright then, well, I already feel myself fading, but we'll just add to that effect. Fade to black. Be right back. Welcome back, Tekraj Geldenis, and we return to the Super League. Now we're in action today against Bursaspor. Just going to bring you up to speed on the league. We haven't played a lot of matches since the previous episode, but we had a 0-0 with Sivasspor. Samad Kilic was sent off in that game. Deja vu? Yeah, he's been sent off twice in 3 matches. Naughty boy. But we bounced back. We sent off for 27 minutes, so we played most of that game with 10 men. We held on for a 0-0. Then we bounced back with a game. Antalyaspor, who were 4th at the time, they went 2-0 up. Gerrit Holtman was the man. This was the game where he got that pulled groin, which kept him out of the United match. A hat-trick. Fantastic comeback performance. And that was all good. But everything is not good with Gerrit Holtman, unfortunately. We had a situation following on from that Man United game. Because that was Kilic's 2nd red card in 3 matches, I fined him for it. He wasn't happy about it. We had a word, and yeah, he kind of accepted it in the end. Then Nurio, the left back, that was a different story. He had a 5.0 from that game. And the coach's report afterwards said, you know, he was poor everywhere, just tackling was poor, 2 mistakes leading to goals, gave away the penalty. So I had a word with him, warned him, said you were not good enough defensively in that last match. He said that he thought he was actually okay, and that I was probably watching a different game. So, you know, that was ridiculous. So after that, I fined him for his poor performance, which he was not happy about. So he's now ditched from the team for the time being. Luckily, Yusuf Ajer is fully fit again after a dislocated jaw, so he's coming back into the team. Then I also had Mosimeng, the South African youngster. He's been demanding a new contract. You know that classic line of, oh, I'm a much better player than I was when I signed like 6 months ago. So he asked for a new contract. I told him, I want to see more from you before we talk about a new contract. Gerrit Holtman didn't like this. Now, Gerrit Holtman, when he asked for a new contract, I said we'd talk at the end of the season, but this seemed to set him off, and he wanted me to talk about a new contract now. I spoke to his agent. Now, look, Gerrit Holtman's on $25,000 a week. He is our top-paid player, and his agent is asking for $90,000 a week. My board won't sanction anything higher than $65,000 a week. The talks very quickly broke down, and now Holtman, team leader, is unhappy, and he said, you know, why did you not offer me a new deal when you promised to? And that's the usual thing of, well, I was trying to offer you a new deal. Anyway, that's the situation to sort out. He's only got until June 2023, so just a year and 4 months on his contract as well, so going to have to make a decision in the summer. It's going to be a tough one. Anyway, this is how we're lining up today. We're home against Bursaspor, who are way down in 16th in the league, so we're heavy favourites for this one. So Utku's in goal, Ozan and Gökhan as a central defensive partnership, Özgür and Yusuf as fullbacks, Van der Gen and Waco, both youngsters together in the middle. We'll let Samad Kilic sit this one out. Mosimeng and Holtman, the 2 unhappy players, are going to spearhead our attack. We'll see how that works out. Evren on the right wing. Gustafsson, who I've noticed now has increased his attributes in this complete forward position, so we're going to give that a go and see if he can start scoring again. Now Bursaspor are lining up with the other formation we often play, this 4-3-3 with the wide men and Titi in the holding position. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere, but you know, I'll leave you to figure that one out for yourselves. Okay, so we're going to tell them I want a much better performance today, of course, and we come into this in good form. Yes, we just lost 4-1 in the Champions League. Great form. Anyway, Bursaspor in the white, we're playing in the red and black, and let's see if we can keep our unbeaten run going in the league. We are top of the table now. We're quite a few points clear of Başakşehir here, who have been woeful. They recently won for the first time in 6 or 7 matches. And there we go, Evren. Evren with a very early goal. 2 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock as he just whacks it in. Thank you, Evren. Let's have a look. So Evren starts that move off. Mosameng plays it into Waco. Beautiful ball out wide to Holtman, who uses his pace to get it in from the byline. Gustafsson knocks it down. That's what we're used to. Not that kind of rubbish we played in the Champions League. This is what we're used to in this save. I do wonder now, thinking about it, with that Manchester United Champions League game, if I should have just gone for like an attacking formation, which they might not have been expecting. Maybe we would have been slaughtered even worse, but maybe we could have like sucker punched them with a couple of goals. Who knows? Anyway, we'll just have to try that out at some time in the future. Holtman here with a cross to Gustafsson. Good save from Mohamed in the goal. Oh, they've got a player there called B. Jovic. I wonder if his first name's Bon Jovic. Anyway, Waco missed there from a chance from the free kick. Lots of chances in the early portion of the game. Hopefully Bursa are not going to score here. What did I just say? Never mind. Troost Ekong got the goal. The first shot from Bursaspor to draw them level. I just hope we don't get the old FM treatment here. Demand more. We've gone quiet since they equalised. It was all action-packed first 12 minutes, and nothing since then. Okay, another Bursaspor corner. We don't like this. Go on, get the ball off him. Get the ball off him. Just get the ball off him. Make a challenge. Oh my god. Deary, deary me. I mean, okay, fair enough. The player tracked him all the way across, but just... Who is that? Waco. There. There, he should have just slid in. Not a good episode at all today. Half-time team talk. Yes, lads, do you even want to win this match? Kabak. Ozan Kabak is on a 64%. We're going to get him off and take a look at these tactics as well. Okay, I'm going to bring on Antov. We drop back to control then, perhaps. Look for the overlap from the fullbacks. Be a bit more expressive. Maybe that's going to help. Put these guys onto wing back. See what that does for us. Okay then, so we kick off, and this will just be an opening highlight. Maybe it'll be a goal, you never know. Evren skipped past his man. What was Gustafsson doing there? I'm not sure. The play didn't stop, he seemed to stop. Oh dear, and here's Bursaspor coming forward. Get the ball off him, come on. I should look at closing down here. I think I'm going to have a look at that, yes. Closing down more, please. I'm not going to go with get stuck in because we've had a rash of red cards recently. In some of the off-camera games, we've had players sent off as well. I'm not sure why that is. Fatih Turk got a red card. Evren Şengül got a red card in recent matches. So I don't want to tell them to get stuck in. Evren with the corner. And there we go. Mosameng with the goal. Lovely play. Just ran into the space. Got it in at the near post. Okay, I think the comeback's on now. Yes, first time touch. Kind of on the volley, it seemed, from Mosameng. And here come Bursaspor. Ooh, I thought they were going to get that one. Luckily, they did not. Okay, Mossameng's got it now. What's he going to do with it? He plays it to Evren, into Van de Gen. Back out to Osgur, sorry, not Evren. Waco's got it now. Van de Gen again. Nice patient build-up play. I like this. I like this. Antov knocks it out wide to Holtman. Knocks it into Waco. Waco. Oh! And yes, eventually it goes in. Eventually it goes in. The first shot from Gustafsson didn't quite get there, but Evren picked up the spilled ball, and we're ahead. Okay, good. This is more like it. So, yeah, Waco drilled in a nice cross there. Gustafsson, first time. And then Evren and Gustafsson both reacted quickly, and that's brought us a goal. Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. Let's see what we get here. Youssef, Mossameng. Comes to Van de Gen, knocks it out wide to Osgur, who's got plenty of time and space, and Gustafsson sends his header over. Alright, let's make another substitution. Got a couple of those midfield players are getting a bit knackered, it would seem. So, who do I have to bring on? Kemal Issa hasn't really played much this season, but now's as good a time as any to bring him on, I think. Yeah, he can do that Mazzala job just fine. I'm going to leave the third substitution for now. Tell the players to concentrate. We don't want to let this slip. Okay, Evren coming forward. Mossameng knocks it out wide to Holtman. Holtman gets the cross into Evren. Ooh, too close to the keeper, Evren. Come on, you've been scoring those for fun all season. If it had scored that today, that would have sealed the game for us, I think. Osgur with a rough tackle. Bit risky when he's on a yellow, but good defending nonetheless. So again, we're playing the short passes. That's nice. Out to Evren. Mossameng's got it now. Knocks it forward to Gustafsson. Is he going to whip in across? Yes. Holtman again. Normally we score these ones, but we've seen so many of them just go straight to the keeper today. That is frustrating. Okay, here we go. Gustafsson, and Gustafsson's got the goal. Okay, it's going to be given as an own goal against the keeper. I guess that came back off the post and hit the keeper on the back of the head. First time I've seen that, actually, in FM18. I think, was it FM 2015, I think it was. I saw those all the time. It was like 3 or 4 goals like that a season. Okay, look, bit of a blast from the past. Bit of FM nostalgia. I'm going to take Holtman off. Maybe we need to start giving Mehmet Erdogan more game time if Holtman's possibly going to be off and not be in our future much longer. Alright then, here come Bursaspor, looking to make the final few moments interesting, but I'm going to tell my team to concentrate again. We're going to hold this out, hopefully. Here we go, chance to make it 5. Issa, ooh, too many bodies in the box for the ball to get through. Yusuf's got it. Gökhan to Issa. Antov knocks it out to Mossameng. Is there going to be a final goal? Ah, come on, ref. Come on, ref. You're spoiling everybody's fun. Well, what a strange game. I mean, at times we looked second best, but then if you look at the stats, we were all over them according to that. But, well, I suppose in the second half, those tweaks I made did make a difference, so I'm going to look at adjusting the starting tactic to reflect that a bit more. But we came through with a win in the end. We gave the fans their money's worth today. Decent comeback, I suppose we'll go with that. Let's have a look at the league table then. We're now 10 points clear. Amazing when you consider in November we were 7 points behind. Başakşehir still to play though, but they are away to Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce have recovered a bit. They've come up to 9th in the table. This is their best season for quite some time. Bursaspor, Trabzonspor, Besiktas, they're the bigger names who are struggling this season. Let's have a look at our upcoming fixtures then. So we've got our next couple of games of Fenerbahce, both away. We've got them in the first leg of the Cup semi-final, and then we've got them a few days later in the league. Başakşehir, got that top of the table clash. Now, I was thinking this is an episode, isn't it? Başakşehir, top of the table clash, Champions League football. That Champions League game is going to be a bit of a dead rubber. What I might do instead, we could do Başakşehir Galatasaray. A couple of games like that. Or we could just go past that game. We'll pick one We'll pick one here, kind of in the middle of these remaining fixtures, and then we'll come back for the end of the season, or any time it looks like a decisive game in the title race. I don't know. If you'd like to see us get humiliated at Old Trafford, let me know in the comments, and you know, I'll try and put it into the next episode. Anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer. See you again soon.